we go. Welcome back to episode 43 of UnHammered with your host, Brantt Myhres. And I hope you beautiful humans have had a great week and a great 7 days. This show is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit bittersweet for me. A little bit, what's the word? Yeah, just bittersweet. You know, stuff in life happens and I guess that's just life. Hey, the ebbs and flows like we've chatted about for, coming on almost a year. But yeah, just stuff happens in life and you got to make adjustments, and that's what I'm doing now. But you know what, before we get into that, why don't we just read about, actually, no, let's cheers to the miracle like we've talked about. Because it's an understatement. It's an understatement. For those of you that, don't give yourself a pat on the back, and I'm one to maybe blame for that. I don't really give myself a lot of praise. Maybe I'm not supposed to. Maybe I'm not. I've been so hard on myself throughout my life that maybe I'm not supposed to praise myself. And even when others praise me, it doesn't, I get it. I acknowledge it, right? But maybe that's just the hole sometimes that trauma does, and I don't know if it's fillable. But overall, I've tried my ass off to be a good person, and I remove that word perfect because that just it's not attainable. And who wants to be perfect? You learn from mistakes, don't you? And you learn from the heartache and the loss and all that kind of stuff. So running, skipping, jumping, hiking. Diet Coke, root beer. Grab what you have, folks. And let's raise a toast to you guys, to you, the miracle out there that have stayed sober 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, multiple years. You guys are awesome. Bang. All right. I'm going to read a thought for the day. I don't know what it is. I usually read it before I come down here. Today's unscripted, and you're going to hear why. I don't even know what day it is. Oh, here we go. Now I see it. I know what day it is, but didn't know the date, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. I got it now. Okay, what's the thought for the day? We're all looking for the power to overcome drinking and drugging. When we were alcoholics and drug addicts, we came into AA and NA. Our first question is, how do I get the strength to quit? ? At first, it seems to us that we will never get the necessary strength. We see older members who have found the power we are looking for, but we don't know the process by which they got it. This necessary strength comes in many ways. Have I found all the strength I need? ? So that's the thought for the day. The meditation is this. You cannot have a spiritual need that God cannot supply. Your fundamental need is a spiritual need, the need of power to live the good life. The best supply of spirituality received by you when you want it to pass on to other people. You get it largely by giving it away. God gives you the strength to pass it on to another person. That strength means increased health, increased wealth, and more work. And more good work means more people helped. And so it goes on, a constant supply to meet all spiritual needs. Here's the prayer for the day. I pray that I may, let's start that over again. I pray that my every spiritual need will be supplied by God. I pray that I may use the power to receive and help others. Okay. That was sort of cool. This talks a lot about spirituality. And, anyways, so guys, I won't be on here for too long. I just wanted to let you know that this is for now going to be my last episode. I've had to really focus my attention and my time and my finances over to another project, which is the non-alcoholic beer that we're working on, and I've been trying to, build a team, and it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of money, and so I'm finding that out. And I think with UnHammered, my whole goal was to basically do as many episodes as I could, get out there and explain, what I went through, and my experiences in the book behind me really is what I wanted to go through. Everything's in there. Every story, every social reel that you've ever seen was in that book. I just didn't make it up. It's all in there. Every one. How many reels have I done? 40 reels? They're all in there. Everyone's a story. But anyways, my point is that here's my wish for UnHammered. Here's my hope, is that one day, hopefully in the near future, this beverage starts to roll. And it starts to roll in a direction that provides me the opportunity to get a studio, to get a proper little studio. Maybe my vision would be to have a little UnHammered studio, and whether that's in Florida or that's in California, I'm not sure. But have that, and have guests on, And I think that we could chat about a lot of things, But that was sort of my vision, is at some point I wanted to pivot and change gears onto that. So I don't know if that's going to happen or when, but I would sure like it to, and I'm going to work towards it. I tell you that, just like I work towards this. I came into this project a calendar year ago, and talking about the podcast, and hey, it is what it is. I had a passion, and I pumped thousands of my own dollars into this thing, thousands and thousands. And that's fine. If I could have helped one of you guys out there stay sober another day, maybe that was my payback. That was my payback. God saying, hey man, who cares about the money right now? Just do it. So to those of you that I've maybe lent a hand to, thank you for being on this journey with me. I really do appreciate the followers that have tuned in on, Spotify and Apple, and some of you on YouTube. But anyways, I just wanted to say thanks, and I hope that if you need any encouragement going down or going forward, that you can go back and read just the titles of the episodes that I've done on YouTube or on Spotify, and there's usually a theme, right? Whether it was sit in that chair, with the fears and the trauma and all that kind of stuff, the anxieties. There's just so many that I've done. Anyways, my point is, maybe if you need some inspiration, go back and check out an older episode. I may post something on social media on the UnHammered social media page. I don't know yet. I don't know and that'll just be, what do they call those things that you put your phone on? The pod or something, and you hold it up and you're talking to it. I don't know. I may post once in a while something, a little check-in, right? But you know what, guys? Hit me up on Instagram or on the email, info@unhammered.com. That still works. So I'll be responding to those still. But yeah, today's episode is just full of gratitude for you guys, and the ride that we've all been on here for 43 weeks. And I wanted to say thank you to my editor, Patrick Puff. Patrick, I know you're listening because you're editing this. Thank you, my friend, for helping me along the way. You've been nothing but professional and just amazing at what you do. And I know that bigger and better things are on the horizon, my friend, for you, because you're awesome. You are really awesome. And it was such a pleasure working with you, Patrick. Just such a talented young man. So thank you, Patrick, for that, and helping me make it sort of, flow the way that it does. And what else? Yeah, I think that's about it, everybody. So hopefully down the road, one thing I was going to say is I may have enough footage when I went down and shot that episode with Sheldon Surrey. Actually, it wasn't even an episode. It was just a social reel. And we have all this footage, like 3 hours or something. And I was talking with Patrick, and we may drop something related to that. It's still in the works, but that might happen. And that's just basically me and my best friend hanging out, not drinking and doing drugs. That's all that is, really. Show you that you can laugh and have fun and joke around without getting loaded, or hammered. And you can do it unhammered. So speaking of unhammered, hopefully when I have more news for you guys as we go along with the process of the liquid, of the creation of the beer, I'll be dropping that for sure. And everybody that's listened to the show, hopefully you might get a chance to buy a 6-pack or a can of this stuff and, support the cause, I guess. I don't know. Again, I've never asked for a subscriber or hit a like button. I don't fucking care about that stuff. And if you don't want to buy the beer, don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's all good. But if you do and you drink it and you try it, reach out to me, man, and tell me what you think, because I put a lot of time and energy into this. And we're at a stage now where I believe in the next week and a half, we'll have a sample. And then by the end of April, we'll have the final formulation of the liquid. So that's exciting. And yeah. So anyways, guys, hey, thanks again for your support. I really appreciate it. Those of you who are still struggling, never give up hope. Keep the good fight going, as they say. Keep clawing away and keep scratching away. Have a belief in something higher than yourself, whatever that may be, and lean on it. Lean on it, because it's going to be important. And just never lose hope. I mean, so many times in my journey, I felt like I was hopeless, and I wasn't. And this is a proven fact that things weren't hopeless. And I worked my ass off on this podcast, and I'm proud of that. Every episode that I've dropped, I'm very proud of it. So anyways, you guys, why don't we sign off with a prayer? And it's one of my favorite ones. And it's the Saint Francis prayer. Saint Francis prayer. Okay. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, I may bring love. Where there is wrong, I may bring the spirit of forgiveness. Where there is discord, I may bring harmony. Where there is error, I may bring truth. Where there is doubt, I may bring faith. Where there is despair, I may bring hope. Where there are shadows, I may bring light. Where there is sadness, I may bring joy. Lord, grant that I may seek rather to comfort than to be comforted, to understand than to be understood, to love than to be loved. For it is by self-forgetting that one finds. It is by forgiving that one is forgiven. It is by dying that one awakens to eternal life. Amen. Well, folks, hopefully it's not goodbye forever, but it is goodbye for now. And again, thank you for all your support along this journey of 43 weeks. I hope and I pray that all of you stay unhammered. And if you need to reach out to me, you reach out to me. And we have another project that we're gonna get rolling on here, and I'm excited for it. So best wishes to everybody. I love you. And we'll hopefully see you soon. Thanks.